What's up, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the JuiceBox, presented by Lock City. It's Claw here today, and I hope you guys are all having a great start to the weekend. Today we'll have episode number 98 of the JuiceBox, with an outlook into the Saturday MLB slate. But before we get into it, just a reminder that you can join our premium tier Discord at wap.com/lockcity. For only $5 per month, this gets you access to every cheat sheet every day across all active major sports, access to premium picks from all 9 of our pro cappers, and tons of sports-specific and stat-specific data points on a daily basis to help you become a better sports bettor. That's wap.com/lockcity. Get instant access for only 16 cents a day. All right, to recap, yesterday, JuiceBox Lock of the day, we had the Reds and Diamondbacks over 9.5. The game got suspended after 6 innings due to rain, and will begin resuming play today at 2:10 Eastern. The game's tied 3-3, so we need 4 more runs here. The good news is we got 2 bottom 10 bullpens that should finish this game out, and being tied, we are guaranteed at least 1 more run. So let's see what we can. So let's hope for the best there. Some books voided, but I think other books will hold the suspended games for 24 hours, and I assume they will finish this. It's only 3 more innings today. All right. So, with that being said, let's get into today's slate. The first game of the day, we have the Cubs at the Tigers. We have Jameson Taillon versus Tyler Holton. I think my favorite bet in this game would be Jameson Taillon over 4.5 strikeouts. The Tigers, they've been striking out a ton lately. Bottom 5 in the league over the last 2 weeks versus right-handed pitching. Taillon, so we just need 1 inning from him here. He's cleared this line in 3 of his last 6 games. I think that he can get it done here versus in a good matchup. So let's lock that in. It's minus 120 on DraftKings. Moving on, we have the Blue Jays at the Twins. We have Kevin Gausman versus Chris Paddock. My favorite bet in this game would probably be Kevin Gausman under 6.5 strikeouts. Twins have been bottom 10 in league in K rate versus right-handed pitching. Gausman's splits also haven't been great on the road. On the road, he has only gone over this line in 1 of 6 road games this year. So I like that. You get that at minus 120 on DraftKings as well. In terms of a side in this one, I would lean the Twins. Next up, we have the Dodgers at the Cardinals. Yoshinobu Yamamoto versus Eric Fetty. I think my favorite bet in this one is just to take the Dodgers on the run line here, minus 1.5. It's minus 119 on DraftKings. Dodgers coming off of just getting shut out yesterday. Clear pitching advantage. Yamamoto's been dialed in this year. 6-4 with a 2.39 ERA. His splits are actually even better on the road, so I love this spot here for Yamamoto. Fetty, he's actually been pretty solid, 3-5 with a 3.82 ERA. But he He's a pitch to contact kind of guy. Dodgers have great splits versus him and great VVP. So I like Dodgers in this one. Next up, we have the Phillies at the Pirates. Ranger Suarez versus Andrew Heaney. My favorite bet in this one would be Ranger Suarez over 5.5 strikeouts. Here are the recent lefties versus the Pirates. Framber Valdez got 11 strikeouts. Nick Lodolo 7. Ranger Suarez himself 6. David Peterson 7. Chris Sale 8. Matthew Libator 8. Matthew Boyd 6. So as you can see, they have just been getting carved up by lefties. They can't hit lefties to save their life. So I'll lock that in. It's minus 110 on DraftKings. It's a nice price here for Ranger. I would also lean the Phillies on the money line as well. Next up, we have the Rangers at the Nationals. Jacob deGrom versus Mitchell Parker. The Nationals got a nice win yesterday, but I think my favorite bet in this game would probably be the Rangers on the first 5 money line here. I think there's a clear starting pitching advantage with deGrom, obviously. Parker, he's been struggling lately. He's 4-5 with a 4.71 ERA. He's allowed at least 3 earned runs in 7 straight games. So yeah, let's just take the Rangers on the first 5 money line. All right, moving on. We have the Braves at the Giants. Bryce Elder versus Logan Webb. The Braves just seem to keep finding ways to lose. Definitely don't mind fading them. Again, favorite bet here would just be to take the Giants on the money line. Next up, we have the Astros at the Guardians. Hunter Brown versus Gavin Williams. The Astros got a win yesterday, but I do like how Williams matches up here. I think my favorite bet would probably be a first 5 under or a full game under, honestly. I don't really think the guards are going to be able to get to Hunter Brown. And on the other hand, if Gavin Williams can hold them down to 1 or 2 runs here through 5, I think this is an easy under with how good that guard's bullpen is. Next up, we have the Royals at the White Sox. We called this one yesterday. The Royals were just in a really bad spot with their bullpen. White Sox pulled away late and got the win. But I don't think that the White Sox will win again. I do like Waka here versus Adrian Hauser. I think I would take the Royals on the money line here at minus 138. Next up, we have the Marlins at the Rays. Ryan Weathers versus Taj Bradley. The Rays have really struggled versus lefties this year. I like Ryan Weathers over 4.5 strikeouts. And I also think that the Marlins are live in this game. I would take them on the run line. Also, you could take them on the money line as well, plus 128. I like how Weathers matches up here. Last time out, Taj also let up 6 runs to the Marlins. All right, next up, we have Diamondbacks at the Reds. Ryan Nelson versus Nick Martinez. Nothing in this one until we see how the end of the first game plays out. But moving on, we have the Red Sox at the Yankees. Garrett Crochet versus Ryan Yarbrough. I think my favorite bet in this game would probably be the first 5 under. Crochet's gone 7 straight starts with 2 earned runs or fewer. Yarbrough, on the other hand, he's 3-0 with a 2.83 ERA. He has also gone 5 straight starts with 2 earned runs or fewer. All right, moving on, we have the Padres at the Brewers. Stephen Kolek versus Jose Quintana. My favorite bet in this game would be to take the Brewers on the money line here. The Padres have struggled versus lefties this year. And on the other hand, I don't mind fading Kolek here. I like how the Brewers' bats match up versus him, and he's been kind of struggling recently. 3 of his last 4 starts, he's allowed at least 3 earned runs. So take the Brewers on the money line here. That's minus 119. Moving on, we have the Mariners at the Angels. Luis Castillo versus Jack Kochanovich. I don't really trust either of these pitchers. Honestly, Luis Castillo's kind of lost his strikeout stuff. Kochanovich is a pitch-to-contact guy, but the Mariners haven't really been scoring runs. I'm just off of this game altogether. Next up, we have the Mets at the Rockies. Clay Holmes versus Carson Palmquist. Last time out, Palmquist dealt versus the Mets. He had like 8 strikeouts. Don't think it's going to go as well this time for him. I do like Clay Holmes' strikeouts in this one. Over 5.5. You can get that at plus 110 on DraftKings. I think this is a good spot here for Holmes versus the Rockies team, who strikes out a ton. Next up, we have the last game of the day, the Orioles at the Athletics. Charlie Morton versus Luis Severino. And this is where we're going to find our JuiceBox Lock of the day. We're going to take the Orioles on the money line. That is, best price here, let me see, is minus 130 on FanDuel. But we got Charlie Morton versus Luis Severino. While Morton's numbers look pretty bad, his last 2 starts, he's been actually really good. Actually, you can make that the last 3 starts here. Versus the Nats, 4 1/3, 1 earned run. Versus the Cardinals, 6 innings, 2 earned runs. Versus the White Sox, 6 2/3, 0 earned runs. And he's got also, while it's a very limited sample size, he's got really good BVP versus the Athletics. They're only batting 125 off of him in a limited 16 at-bat sample size. But I really do want to fade Luis Severino here. He's been horrible at home this year with a 6.99 ERA. And then the Orioles bats also have crushed him in the past in 37 at-bats, limited sample size, I know. They are batting 432 off of him. And Sevy, he has his last few home games, they've just not been going well. They lost to the Twins 10-4. He let up 8 earned runs. They lost to the Angels 10-5. They lost to the Yankees 12-2. He let up 8 earned runs. They did win a game in extras versus the Mariners where they won 7-6. He did let up 4 earned runs in that game though. He lost to the Mets in a game they lost 8-0. And he lost in a game versus the Padres where he let up 5 earned runs. He lost to versus the Cubs where he let up 5 earned runs. The Orioles bats have also been heating up. Splits are much better versus righties as well. They've won 6 of their last 7. I still want to fade Oakland. They used a lot of high leverage arms today, yesterday in the win. So I do like fading their bullpen. Mason Miller almost went 2 innings. Ferguson and McFarland both went. So those guys may not be available lock in the Orioles on the money line for the JuiceBox Lock of the day. It's minus 130 on FanDuel, and let's cash. We'll see you guys all here again tomorrow. Peace.